What is up, everyone? Welcome back. This week we are in lockdown fitness world. We're talking about the important stuff, getting fit for kayaking and drinking lots of coffee before you do it. Okay, if you are stuck at home right now and you're thinking I should be using this time more productively to improve my fitness for kayaking, this is a great time to be doing it. As I mentioned though in a previous video a few weeks ago, being stronger alone will not necessarily improve your kayaking, but will not improve it. And since it's likely that you are trapped in a position where you cannot go kayaking right now, it only makes sense that we should be thinking about how to work on our fitness to become better, right? It's a great opportunity for that. So this video is going to be the step one, phase one video of this, hopefully a few video series about working out for kayakers, fitness at home for kayakers. This one's gonna be the beginner level one, so assuming that all you have is a sweatband and nothing else. If you don't have a sweatband, you are in trouble. We are gonna be talking about, let's check it out here. If you're at home, if you're in that beginner level, if you don't know what to do, if you don't do any exercise at the moment, this video is gonna be for you. If you're already at home making gains, then that's great. I'm happy for you, but there's probably other videos that are going to be more helpful for you. This one's not going to be for you, but hopefully you guys will come back for the next one or the one after that. But maybe we can talk about some more things and stuff. I do want to be clear at the start that, as I mentioned before, I'm not a fitness channel, I'm not a doctor or a personal trainer or a yoga teacher or any of that stuff. So I'm just a kayaker. I'm going to tell you some things that I like, that have worked for me, that I try and incorporate into my routine, and if it works for you, great, and if it doesn't work for you, great. With that in mind, don't do anything that hurts, and as always, do your best not to get injured while you're working out at home, because if you go to hospital right now, you might die of coronavirus. So you wanna not do that. It's gonna be helpful for you. All right, seriously, don't get injured. So the key here, if you're at that beginner level, if you are interested in doing home workouts to improve your kayaking, but you just don't know what to do, the most important thing you need to do is just start doing something. And I know that seems like stupid advice, like yeah, whatever, but it's likely that if you're thinking about it a lot, that's actually cutting into the time where you're doing stuff. So just try and start doing something where you're active, where your heart rate goes up. Start with a 30-minute session a couple of times a week. If you can get like 3 a week, that's a great place to start. You need to do some kind of mixture of cardio, strength, and stretching, and these can be achieved very, very simply and very easily, or as complicated as you want to make it, right? So some things that I like to do for cardio, long walks around the town here, some light jogging. I'm really interested in getting a bike to go do some cycling, but those are really good, solid, if you can just go get after it, walk around for an hour, jog for 30 minutes, bike for an hour, hour and a half. You're going to be in really good shape when it comes back to kayaking season, and you can get back in your boat and get back after it, because you're going to have a bit more that cardiovascular endurance, and things should be a little bit easier for you, right? Strength-wise, again, you don't have to make it overcomplicated. You don't need a ton of weights. You don't need a ton of equipment. Really, you just need to focus on the key movements and doing them really, really well. The key movements I'm talking about, of course, are push-ups, squats, lunges, things like that. These are like burpees. They're all great components, and all you need to do is just start doing some of them a few times a week for about 30 minutes. Get your heart rate up. Really, one thing I would stress, and I think is very important, is having really good form for those exercises is very important. It's better to do 10 quality reps than like 30 really sloppy reps. And actually, as time goes on, and maybe if this lockdown continues for a long time, those sloppy reps are going to build up to have a bunch of imbalances and a bunch of problems, and that's not good. Not good for you, not good for anyone really. So yeah, good form is important. There's some really good YouTube channels on fitness, on working out at home. The one I think is best is Athlete X. I'm going to put a link to it below if you haven't seen it already. I think it's probably the best channel on YouTube for fitness stuff, so for exercise related things, and there's a variety of stuff on there. So that's not a sponsor of the channel or anything, but that's who I think is doing it best right now. There's also some really good apps you can follow along with for yoga and for working out at home, so check those out. Again, the app store is like completely full of them. I don't have a personal recommendation for those. I've used a yoga one. I haven't really been doing it lately. Maybe I'm going to start doing it this week. Not sure yet though. So maybe I'm going to use more yoga. I think stretching is really useful and a really key part of our overall picture here. As I mentioned last week, I've been kind of working out a bit of a shoulder issue recently, and this has been really a great time for me to do that because it's like I got time right now and I'm kind of forced into doing it. So I'm getting towards healthier, and I've been using, again, some YouTube videos. All the information you need is out there. It's on YouTube. So find some information that meshes up really well. If you're having problems in your mobility, shoulder, hips and knees, I'm going to link another channel down here. This guy called Smashworks, which is really good. He's like quite knowledgeable, or seems to be quite knowledgeable, and fairly easy to follow along with advice to limit shoulder pain, and he's got some other videos on hips and knees and stuff. But I've been using it a lot to kind of take care of my shoulder problems, which are going down day by day, which I'm really happy about. Yeah, I mean, don't overthink it. That's kind of your key advice, right? Like just start doing something a few times a week. Try for minimum 30 minutes. If you're really not sure what to do, you're just thinking a mixture of cardio, strength and stretching, and if you're doing something along those lines, if you're not doing anything now and you start doing something, that's going to be better than doing nothing for this whole time. So keep that in mind. Do not skip leg day. I know you're thinking like, oh, I'm a kayaker, just want to have really swole up arms. That's not going to help you as much as you think. The more we can be strong coming through our legs, especially power coming from our hips, is really important for freestyle kayaking. Something I really like is like step ups and box jumps and plyometrics like that. That's a lot of explosive hip power, which actually a lot of the same movements we're doing when we're freestyle kayaking, right? So keep that in mind. Good form is another one to kind of, in summary here, good form, really important. AthleanX, Smashworks, App Store for yoga apps, for workout at home apps. There's some really good ones out there. There's pretty much not that much to it. Just the biggest thing I could say is just start doing something, and it will get easier and easier and easier. And then when it feels like it's getting too easy, you're going to either up your reps, like the amount you're doing, or you're going to up the difficulty, so adding some weights or something into it. You don't need to have a ton of equipment. If you do, that's great. You probably have stuff lying around your house. It could be as easy as a can of beans or something. And you can, again, there's lots of great hacks on YouTube right now for how to make equipment at home. So yeah, just do your best, wash your hands, stay safe out there. I will see you again next week, and try to stay safe in these crazy times. All right, peace.